Hello beautiful people, and how are you today? I hope this is reaching you and you're all well. Welcome to a new unboxing and kitting up. Trust it should not take half as long as the last kitting up did. Like I say, I'm still learning with that process, but I'm enjoying it. Pardon me. So I've already took off the address because we don't need to know where I live. Pardon me. I'm very excited about this one. I've developed recently a new not a new thing that I really like and I plan to collect a lot of. And being as we're coming into this time of year, I thought, you know what, as soon as I saw it, I thought, I gotta have it. It is awesome. So, as we get with all kits, there are your drills. We'll have a look at them in a minute. There is the oats, the wax, the pen, nothing thrilling. We'll just roll this the other way to help it like that. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. My days are going really good. And there it is, guys. As you see, it's gnomes or gnomes or gonks or whatever people call them. And it says, I love fall. So I'm guessing this was originally from an American site because obviously in England we call it autumn. But whatever we call it, it's my favourite, one of my favourite parts of the year. I love autumn and winter, especially winter. So let's talk about the picture. We've got some pumpkins and we've got two gnomes, gonks, whatever. We have a legend down each side, which is really handy for depending where you're working, although with this only being a 340, you shouldn't need to really move the table around too much terribly. Let's have a look. Me being me and my untrusting self. So it's 30 by 40. I can already tell you it's not. And just to be fair, I'll go from the glue field, which according to that is 26. Yeah, 26. And this way it would be from the glue field. Let's just have a 34. Yeah. So when they say 30 by 40, what they actually mean is they're counting everything, all the white as well. Slightly disappointing because I did want it to be bigger, but it is what it is. Let's check for stickiness. Oh yeah, I like that. That's nice and sticky. Let's have a look down this table. R and B are both dark colours. I should be alright. I don't know if I can bring it up so you can see it, but R and B are both pretty dark colours. So as long as I'm on the ball when I'm doing it and I'm not at all sleepy, there shouldn't be any issues. They've made Y and V both like yellow colours as well, which is, not going to lie, probably be a bit of a pain. But you just have to be awake and concentrate while you're doing it, don't you? So yeah, it doesn't tell you the name of the painting. It just says diamond painting, and I can't remember the name of the site on Amazon that I ordered it from, but what I can do is I can look it up if any of you guys wish to know. It has got the DMC numbers going down the side. I know that because number 3 is black 310. So, you know, that is good, and that'll be some more for that round box to fill it out a little bit. So let's check the colours. Like I say, there are 24 colours. I don't expect there to be too many of each colour because obviously it's only a small canvas. Here we go. Number 1 looks good. Number 2 looks good. Escapee there. Number 3. Just checking. I can't see. Oh, there's quite a few of that colour. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I like that orange. That's a nice orange. 12, 13, 14. I'm looking in the dark colours because that's where you normally get a lot of your trash. But I can't, I've got to be honest, although don't know, I don't think it's like, you know, one of those highly prized companies. I don't, the drills do look rather good. 20, 21, 23, 24. Yep. So we have all the drills here. So I said I was going to make, oh, you don't want to see me, you want to see this. I said I was going to make this a pin up, so let's just put this there. All right. You've heard of the absent-minded professor? Well, this is the absent-minded me. Ah, dear. Yeah, sometimes I like to, you know, I like to do little kits, and after doing the last one, which was that diamond art kit, I like to do a few little kits, because when the bigger kits do take longer to do, and you don't feel like you're progressing, and well, that's just me. Just in case you're wondering, I store mine by the number like 1 to 20, 1 to 30, 1 to 40, like that. So if you're wondering what DNC, why I'm putting them like this and not in DNC code colours and things, that's why. I don't like to waste anything on the planet, including stickers. So I don't see the point of keep printing stickers out and then pulling them off for the next kit. So that's why I just like to do these like this. I'll just do because that way then you're not wasting bit paper, which is one of our resources. And yeah, I got a lot better at doing this now. Oh. Let's use this beautiful green boat. Yeah. There you go, look, I was doing better before I went and got the boat. Right. Yeah, I'm kitting this one up and doing this one straight off because I really want to do it, and because I really like whatever you want to call them, gonks, gnomes. I'm very into them at the moment. I have no clue why. When I bought one, my wonderful son, Connor, looked at it and said, "What do you want that for?" Yes, you know, what would I want that for? Because I like it. You know, I mean, sure that's not what he was intending, but there you go. Sorry, one of my cats was distracting me. He's got a weird obsession with elastic bands and he keeps pulling them off and chewing them. But he chews them into little bits and doesn't stop. And he thinks that I'm being nasty to him. I just had this look of him like, you're a rotten person. Which I'm sure I can be, but I'm not. So yeah, yeah, I was telling you about Connor. So he says, yeah. He says, what do you want that for? And it's like, well, the same reason you want one of your Xbox games, or at the moment he's on an Adidas kick, and it's all the name. You're literally just paying for the name. Yes, and I am aware I sound like my dad when I say this. But in that, what they say to you, that you'll become your parents, which is slightly disturbing, but I guess I'm very true. You know, my dad would be laughing if he could hear me saying this. Well, you know, you're just paying for the name, it's all the label. He wasn't one to waste money, my dad. Just in case you're wondering, I'm just sorting the bottles out for a second. I say bottles, I mean the little canisters. Because, you know, can't give things the right name, not at all. I was a little more organised than this. Right. I've just done that because that way then it also helps me know how the unpacking is going up. It's going. Right, so these are... Oh, well, aren't you clever? Right, come on, guys. We all knew that was going to happen, right? I just do this. It just makes life just as easy. Into there. I don't think that would have got too many more in. Number 7. See, this time I remembered. If you cut them in this way, they tip out really nicely for you. And I always check the bag. I don't like waste. If I could find a way to recycle these things, I would. The little bags, I mean, you know. This is number 8. What did you guys think of my kitting down video? Did you think it was okay? I got to grips with it in the end. Right, and so any of you that think, well, if you're just using numbers all the time, how do you tell number 9 and number 6? I put a line under number 9. So you can see there's a line there. Just going to pull you back a bit until you like that. Right. So yeah, on the number 9, I put a little line under it. So even if I got them both out at the same time, I wouldn't get mixed up because I know what's what. With my brain, that's a good thing because I lose, as you must, any regular viewer must know, I'm beginning to lose my marbles. When you get pregnant, you get this thing called baby brain. What they don't tell you is you never get it back. Yep, I can hear all the mums out there going, yeah, that's so true. Oh, there's quite a few in that one. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So 11 to 13. You're right, I get my little jars and I get them out ready like this. So then all I've got to do is just reach over and grab them. Yes, I'm aware number 16 is not, it's here. This just makes it so much easier and so much quicker for kitting up, guys. You know, anything that makes my life easy, because seriously, I don't know what's with me recently. Right, so number 11. Anyway, yeah, so what I said to Connor, well, it's the same as when you get the Xbox game. No, it isn't. Right. I mean, I think that's another sign of when you're becoming an adult as well, when you get excited over strange things. And before you all start panicking, I decided I wasn't happy with the look of my chairs. And so I spent an exhausting time looking around different sites. I ended up ordering some off at Amazon. I'm dead chuffed for myself, thinking, oh, you know, I didn't go out and buy new tables and chairs. I got new covers, so it just makes it look more fresh and stuff. And I'm dead chuffed with myself. I'm very excited. So I showed Connor and I said, "What do you think, Connor? Do you like them?" And he went, "It's a chair cover." Right? Yeah. You're right. It is. Fair enough. You know, can't argue with that. When do they turn cynical? I don't remember him turning cynical, but it just seems to be recently. Oh, that and his latest kick of saying, "You're old." Apparently, I'm one step off of being a dinosaur. Not quite sure when that happened. I don't recall joining being a dinosaur, but you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, me and Connor have got a lovely relationship, and he is my rock. I love him to death. But gee, cynical. But it's not, you know, it's in a good-natured way. He wouldn't say anything to be rude or offensive. But what is it with these, you know, things these days where people are just so cynical all the time? I mean, take for example, I mean, it's not cynical, but it just slightly was. Last weekend, I went to a toy fair at Doncaster Racecourse. Really nice retro toy fair. There was rather a lot of train tracks, stuff like that. And somebody was buying something and his partner was behind him going, "All that for that? You paid all that for that?" So, you know, it makes you think. And yeah, I'm sure it's not everybody's cup of tea. This particular kit was only cheap. It was off Amazon. What am I doing? It was off Amazon. I think it was something like £7. It was just a quick filler kit to just, because like the last one I did was rather big, and well, big for me, and I just wanted a kit that I could just like work through and you know, just not stress about time or anything. Anyway, and it just thought, well, she's so cynical about that guy buying his train. There are worse things he could be doing. You know, me and my partner have talked about this often. There are so many worse things people could be doing, yet their partners condemn them for, I don't know, liking trains, whatever, stuff like that. And I just think it's so sad when you think what they could be doing. It could be so much worse. Anyway, let's get off that subject. About this retro fair that I went to. I'm looking around and we're walking around, and I said to my partner, I've seen, I don't know if you guys know what remember this, only you of us over a certain age group probably will. But when I was little, I had a treehouse. It was called a family treehouse. It was mum, dad, boy, girl, dog, cat. It had a swing, a garage, a little car. Loved it. And it used to be in the shape of a tree, and you used to press a button in the middle and the tree top would come up, and then there'd be rooms inside. It was great. Anyway, they had this tree house there, and I thought, oh wow. And I said to John, I said, oh, I had one of them when I was little. And he smiled. Is this, did you? And I said, yeah. Oh, we went a bit further, and then they had some of these other things that I had when I was little, like this water game thing. I said, what? I said to John, I said, oh, I remember having one of these. Anyway, that kind of happened 3 or 4 times. And then I looked at John and I said, when did I become vintage? Because it was a vintage toy fair. Does that mean I'm vintage? Is Connor right? Am I really old? And he laughed, but it's funny though, isn't it? Because you wouldn't think when you're younger that thing you're playing with now, or that thing you're into now, like, I don't know, say the Sinclair 64, the old Sinclairs, that they'd be retro. And, it's... And when do you suddenly... At what point does your life suddenly make you vintage? And I know when you're younger you think, oh, it's all the old people. They're all vintage. They're all the old ones, not me. But it's when you go somewhere like that and then you suddenly realise all these toys you had when you were younger are vintage. And then you suddenly think, well, I'm vintage. What makes me vintage? So, have any of you guys experienced anything like that, where all of a sudden you're vintage? It's quite worrying when you think of it like that. Keep doing that. You don't want to be vintage, do you? You just want to be young. I do apologise. That's one of my cats. I'm a nice round figure this year. I'm 50. Apparently that makes me prehistoric according to Connor, but saying that. I do remember... Kids can be wrong, can't they? I do remember asking my dad, did he write on a slate at school? I can't remember what his answer was, but I could hazard a guess. So, they are... Ignore my mad little mess. I only keep certain bits in here. So they are my all kitted up, ready to begin, which I can't wait. And I do apologise about the cat. I know it's a cat because the dog sat next to me, so that's how I know it's a cat. So this is my next one that I'm going to start later today. I might do a whip and chat with you with this one. If you guys don't find that at all too boring. Thank you for joining me. To my regular subscribers, I'd like to say thank you. And thank you for bearing with me. I did have quite a strange month the last month, so there wasn't as many recordings as I'd like. But I am hoping to pick up and do more recordings. Anyway, well, I'm going to leave it at that, guys, and I hope to catch you soon, and I'll do a whip and chat. You take care. Thank you for joining me, and stay safe and look after each other. Bye.